Hello and welcome to this July 2025 card reading. What is in the cards for you? What are the themes that we have going on in July? And I'll already tell you a couple of the themes. I just did a live 33-minute card reading we had 12 people sign up. I don't even know how many people were on the call. That was a lot of fun, and I'm going to be offering those more often. So jump in those group live Zooms where you can ask a question and then I send insights after. But I'm going to pull a card. July is all about, well, firstly, solar code, solar, sun, energy, excitement, celebration, and you're being asked, where are you maybe still playing small and not quite sharing your voice, your energy, your beauty, your magic, your mysticism? And also, where are you being asked to step up and lead? I mean, it's the same question, but it's sort of two parts. Like, is there a place that you're being still small in your life? And where are you being called to step up and lead? But another thing about that is we have fear and frequency. So, what are you buying into? What are you putting your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs into? Are you feeding fears? This is wrong in the world. That's wrong in the world. This is not working right. That's not working right. This is blowing up. This is falling away in my life. Or are you focusing on your frequency? Because if you're watching this, you are called to this and attracted for a very specific reason. You know how many people won't even ever see this or even know that I exist? So you even tuning into this is a huge sign that you are very much part of remembering the new earth. And we're sensitive and we hold a lot of compassion in our hearts. And when we see things getting off in the world or what feels like off, we feel that, we hold that, we feel sad, we worry for those suffering, and we get upset, we get angry because it should be more healed by now. It should be better in this day and age. Why do we still have war? But again, don't feed the fears. Feed the high vibrational frequency. So soul sovereignty, doing self-care, breath work, all the things. So, oh gosh, this is a beautiful card. So I love this. For this July reading, Temperance has come in strongly. I know it's hard to see these gold cards, but it's so beautiful. Look how balanced that is. So Temperance is kind of like feeling balanced. Healing is here for you. You're being asked to be patient, step into your purpose, create and cultivate calm, peace, tranquility, serenity. So how can you find the balance? If this is a very potent, wild, bright time where things are amplified. I mean, the solar codes are so powerful right now. You know, people are getting out in the sun more. Where can you cultivate balance? How can you cultivate balance? Touching the earth is really good. What was coming through for the people that were on the call I just did is lots of breath work. I use Insight Timer. There is a paid version, but it's a free app. I have my own free recordings on there, but personally, I don't like to listen to myself. So I know that there's lots of amazing teachers on the Insight Timer. Put in things like DMT, breath work, transformational breath work. There's one that I like to do when I'm in a hurry that's only 6 minutes. These are important things to keep you grounded. We all know about drinking water, eating high vibrational foods, dancing, singing, playing, celebrating. These are all really important. Um, and yeah, so I'm going to tell you right now, the Devil card came out. And so this is not a negative or demonic card whatsoever. Some people are afraid of tarot decks because of the Devil, the Hanged Man, the Tower, where people are falling out of the tower. But remember, tarot was created eons ago, kind of like how fairy tales are pretty dark, and really horrible things happen to people in fairy tales. These come from the Victorian ages when life was really hard. Like people were really actually trying to survive. So there is nothing negative or demonic in the tarot. I used to get the devil card all of the time, and I specifically would get the devil card when I was drinking too much coffee and spending too much time, too many hours on the computer. So the devil card has to do with not just like addictions, but that's a big one. It's also just anything that you're holding. So, are you obsessing? See how he's holding the jewels? Are you wanting success based on materialistic desires and forgetting to tune into your heart? See how you can't see his heart? He's just dark, but you can see all the gold. So you are being asked to step up and lead in July. You are a leader. You are a new earth rememberer. Where can you lead with heart? This doesn't mean that your heart is not active. It just is asking you to tune into your heart space even more. Remember how we just said balance is needed, calm, peace needs to be cultivated. And how do you do that? This is just showing that there are things out of balance for you right now. And it's not even significant or great, but when you respark your heart, when you get grounded and do all those beautiful things that I just said, then this is the result. So this is the main theme, right? This card reading already has this as the heart, the theme. Everything else is built around this card. So this is an element saying, hey, this is who you are, this is what you are, this is what you're moving into, this is what you are capable of embodying, and where are you tuning into too much? I'm the perfect example. I have 4 teenage boys. I live in the Florida Keys. I have a temple space in Key West that has rent that I have to pay. So I am somebody who needs to create literally financial abundance just to cover our basic needs. And I've been doing this work well over a decade of doing yoga teacher trainings and retreats and the private sessions and all the things. And I know from experience that when I get too worried about money or buy into scarcity, everything gets wobbly. Things aren't balanced. Things don't flow. And when I just give from my heart, including things like this, where I technically don't get paid for it, but the more I give, now I also have a deep level of soul sovereignty and discernment. So I've practiced a lot over the years. I know how to give freely, and I know when not to give too much that isn't an exchange of energy. So there's that as well. So this card does not mean don't worry about money or covering your basic needs. It's just asking where can you ignite and light up your heart. Okay, so I'm being asked to pull one more tarot card from this deck. I actually have 2, 4, 6, 8 decks out, and I talk fast and I'm kind of like because there's just so much. There's just so much pouring through. 5 of Swords, conflict, disagreements, competitiveness, unfair defeat, winning at all costs, stress, hostility, aggression, bullying, and intimidation. Okay, so readings are never bad. Cards are never bad omens or dark, but we have 2 similarly aligned cards twice in a row. Now, these are positive because you wouldn't be on this call, you wouldn't be watching this if you just didn't have any problems ever whatsoever. I mean, everybody has problems. We're always constantly working on something. We figure something out and something else, has started, or we start a new project and there's new things to figure out. So this is not bad. It's just showing you where you can transmute and rise. So, um, it's really important that you understand, because I'm actually choosing this card on purpose. I rarely, if ever, do this. But this just came out for the people who are on the live Zoom. Miracles. So what's happening right now is that you are part of the new earth remembrance. It means you were born with light codes that would be activated at some point in your life when the new earth was ready to truly be remembered and rise. And so what's happening for myself and everyone I know connected to these missions is that miracles are happening. People are being flooded with abundance, just good fortune, good luck, like miracles, just divinely supported. But if that's not happening to you yet, it's because these things are happening, because in the very same breath you cannot be here without cleaning out the closet. Okay, so what they're saying is that you are being blessed. The miracles, abundance, everything that you want are available to you in July, yet there are some things that you still need to work on and clear out. So people have been like having crazy things happening, getting strangely fired from a job, a relationship suddenly ending, people that they love exploding on them, or just things literally combusting and falling apart, and weird, seemingly unfortunate things happening. But this is the cleaning out of your personal energetic closet. So if any of these things have been happening to you, because I'm sure they have, because they've been happening to me at the same time, I have all of these beautiful, abundant, incredible things rising. I have these other like weird things like kind of falling away and like transforming and changing. And it's just, I've been like a roller coaster. If you've watched any of my YouTubes, sometimes I'm crying because as I come into this remembrance and I can remember all my past lives now and all my future, technically future galactic self lives and whatever are connecting with me, as well as like angels and spirits and those that have crossed over. It's been a roller coaster. So, um, again, breathe, anchor, root, which brings me to this deck, unshakable inner peace. Take a breath and let it go. Gratitude. Gratitude is the life force of peace. What are you thankful for? I know it sounds cliche. We've all heard of a gratitude list, but gratitude is actually one of the emotions that you can generate just by thinking about it. And I learned this through heart math. So let's do it now, okay? I invite you to place your left hand on your heart, followed by your right. Close your eyes and breathe. And I want you to remember something in your life that you were incredibly grateful for. And I want you to visualize that moment. Where were you? What were you doing? What did you look like? How did you feel in your body? And I want you to focus on the feeling of gratitude. And if you breathe and focus on this long enough, you might already start to feel some vibrations in and around your heart. You might feel it in your body. And if you aren't, know that this is a practice. It's like going to the gym. You don't just go one time, run home, look at your bicep in the mirror, looking and expecting definition. You know it might take 6 weeks of consistent practice. So if you're not feeling gratitude in your heart, know that it's a practice and it will come if you practice it. And if you're with me and you're easily tuning into those little heart libations, little vibrations and pulses and feelings in and around your heart space and moving outward into your body and into your cells, now just drop the image, drop the vision, and just focus on that feeling of gratitude and feel that moving through your body. You can come back and open your eyes because that's a practice you can do on your own. You can do it with love. You can do it with joy. And oh my gosh, just doing that and coming back. Do you see my eyes? It's like I'm transformed. Everything looks brighter. And that was just a few seconds, but I feel that ignited heart space. All right, so this is the Lumerian deck. Just feeling into some things here. I'm always hearing messages and things. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't make this up. I mean, look how many cards. I mean, I know I specifically chose this one, which I never do, but you know, it's happening. It's real, and I just knew it. And I can do this stuff without cards. I like to hold on to things. Look what came through. Home. Home is where the heart is. And we just activated your beautiful divine heart. And I hope that you do this every day. I also learned it from the book by Rhonda Byrne, you know, the secret. She has a book called The Magic. And our 300-hour yoga teacher training students do this. It's part of their curriculum. And I forget what day it is, but she first has you get like in the first few days, you find a gratitude rock. I, of course, always use crystals. And then when you go to bed at night, you grasp the gratitude rock and you just think about the 3 best things that happened to you that day. And if you think about it, picking up a rock and thinking about the 3 best things that happened to you today and just taking a few breaths, I don't even think it takes 60 seconds to do that. But what you do is you spark yourself with gratitude right before you go to sleep. And she, of course, like has morning practices as well, but that is one of my favorites because it is just such a powerful way to connect. All right, so what else do we need to know for this July solar activation, energetics, all the things? Wow, flow with the rhythm. Get lost in the rhythm of movement today. So today, this week, this month, where can you celebrate? Where can you bring more energy, more movement into your life? It doesn't have to be any certain thing. It could be going on an extra walk. It could be walking through the wilderness. Maybe it is going to an ecstatic dance or some kind of movement class you've thought about but have never tried before. Maybe it's just you dancing in your living room because you haven't for a while or a day or an hour or 5 minutes ago, since 5 minutes ago, but movement. Get in the water and swim if you can. Um, and for some reason, I have like Qigong and Tai Chi coming through. I know some of you are certainly into that, but just like moving energy. It's not something I do, but when I teach Kundalini classes, once I learned this like moving of the clouds. So we'll do all this like Kundalini yoga and we'll stand up in mountain pose and we'll literally imagine moving the clouds through the sky. And then there's this other part where you push the tiger back to the mountain. And that's like, anger and frustration. You're like sending that tiger back to the mountain. And it's just so like, so centering, so soul centering, soul calming. All right. Well, that was beautiful. I'm telling you that moment of heart gratitude really sparked me. All right, these are shamanic cards. So July, where are you being asked to step up and lead? And how do you feed your highest frequencies and timelines? Okay, interesting. So the coyote is coming through. And you know what? The coyote, I consider to be a bit shy. So think about a dog. Dogs are like unconditionally loving, they're sweet, they're kind, um, they're loyal. And the coyote, look, it doesn't look very happy. It doesn't look very peaceful. It needs to come out of hiding. So there is something, in fact, that you are hiding. Hiding's a negative word. It's like being secretive. Let's just say there's something wanting to burst out of you, something creative, something divine, something beautiful that you're just holding back a little, okay? Let's just say it that way. You're holding some things back, and this is your month. We've got the serious gateway coming up this week, actually, depending on when you watch this. I hope you'll join the Light Code 33-minute breathwork activation. We've got the Lionsgate portal next month in August. I'm going to be doing tons of stuff around that. So right now is your time. If you're holding something back, an idea, a dream, connecting to someone, something you've been thinking about but just haven't gotten around to, it's blessed right now. Now is your time. There are extra things happening to support you. You are in full abundance. Do it. Okay, I'm picking another shamanic card. For some reason, I'm feeling not anymore. So I don't know. I've been doing this a long time. I just know. I will just know what card it is. Sometimes I shuffle longer. Sometimes it falls out on the ground. The Rainmaker. Look, she's dancing. And she's got wings. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is cool. All right, can't make this up. This is called synchronicity. This is not called synchronicity. This is called a pattern. And look at the big circle around behind their heads. It's not even necessarily full. It almost looks like an eclipse. Okay, so this is telling me more. This is that hiding energy. All right, so you're holding something back, and you're going to need to dance because these are, it's not blocked, but you need to dance. You need to move the energy so that it is born and it is released and activated, and um, all of the things. Okay, I'm going to ask for an angel message to help bless you stepping into your full power and your highest frequency. Oh, Mother, Father, God. This is like the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot deck. So God is not masculine. God is feminine, masculine, um, divinely woven as one. So how do you come out of hiding? Trust, connect to source consciousness, connect to your guides, ask them for help. Literally, reach for the stars. Look at her. She's like reaching her hand up toward the heavens. Ask, and you shall receive. Intend. And so it is. Okay, let me pull another angel card because that's not even a specific angel. That's like the creme de la creme, you know, like I don't get on about, oh, this card is better than that card in these decks, but like that's the best card in this deck, okay? Like that's like the Wheel of Fortune, the world, that's like you've arrived. So I'm telling you, you are supported. You are abundant. You just have to claim it. More than claim it, you have to believe it, right? We can't claim something we can't truly believe in. So where have you allowed your thoughts to keep these dreams in hiding? Because I'm going to tell you, I've had it happen too. I had to channel on this. I was like, okay, why do I feel like literally me, myself, with billions of people on this planet? I know it's my last life, so I know I'm powerful. It's not like I'm enlightened or anything, but I know I'm really powerful and I have all of these abilities because I've done it over and over and over through all these lives for like tens of thousands of years. And then in the very next breath, I'm like, well, I'm just a little soccer mom. I can't change the world. I don't even know if I'm relevant, or if I even really know what I'm doing. But what my guides told me is they said, "Oh, Jolie, that is all of your past lives speaking. When you did fail, when you were silenced, when you were persecuted, when you weren't able to create the dream because it was such a dense reality at that time. So at any given moment, you're holding all of it. You're holding all of the doubts, the fears, the worries, the insecurities, the little me's, the I can't and I'm going to fail energies. And at the same time, you're embodying all of the confidence and the knowing and the wisdom and the experience and the soul sovereignty and the discernment and the crone, wise woman, shamanic priestess, queen, architects of reality. And so you again are interested in watching this because you feel a resonance, you feel a connection in this frequency, in this vibration that I emit. So I'm telling you, you are blessed. Everything is happening for you. You just need to check in with your heart space. Is there anything that you're holding on to that's out of balance? Or that there are some belief systems that you just need to help integrate a little bit more or realize where they're coming from? These things. So let's pull another angel card to bless your journey and help with these July insights and activations and solar codes. Earth and ground. Beautiful. Pretty self-explanatory. We already talked about it. I'm just getting this more and more and more. I go out in the sunshine almost every day, at least 5 days a week, and I get 20 to 30 minutes of sun. I do it on my dock, even though it's concrete. I believe that is still earthing. And so I get my connection to the earth and I get the solar codes really, really powerfully. I had a low thyroid and well, I had a bunch of things, but some hormonal imbalances, and I was working with a biochemist, and he said, Jolie, if you do not get out in the sun, you will not get better. It wasn't that I was getting out of the sun, it's just I live in the Florida Keys, and I thought it was damaging my skin. He's like, no, seed oils damage your skin. You get cancer, skin cancer from seed oils, because he's like, don't put on sunscreen. It's like, wow, this is just so different than anything I've been taught. But a lot of what we've been taught, we have to use discernment because we just we already know why, right? We know the why the world is the way it is, and we're here to transmute that and shift. Connect to eternity within. Let yourself be held by love. And look, she's in the water, and look at that temple rising in the background. There's this like etheric temple all around her. Yeah, so connect to the eternity within and let yourself be held by love. Do those practices where you're breathing and you're focusing on memories where you felt intense love or intense joy or intense gratitude or bliss or peace or calm, any high vibrational emotion that you'd like to embody. Visualize a moment in your life as intensely as you can. Try to viscerally feel that until you feel that emotion, and then let the emotion fall away. Then let the vision, the memory fall away, and just focus on the emotion. That is how powerful you are. You have it all within. You have an infinite multi universe within yourself. All right, I was just trying to think of how long this is. I don't want it to go too long, but I do not feel yet complete. Okay, we're gonna pull some of these destiny cards and one more of this Master of Light Wisdom Oracle, and then let this reading fly for you. All right, potential. Ooh, I love that. I mean, is that a volcano? It looks like a volcano to me. So sometimes we're comparing ourselves to others in the field or industry, like, oh, this person's like further ahead, or they have such a big following, or they're doing such great work, and I don't know how I'm going to get there. Well, let me tell you, when you do deep work, I mean deep work, you don't have as big of a following. People who go viral and have really big followings, their work tends to be kind of lighter. They're trying to like kind of wake up the masses, and that's great, but it's almost just like tickling when we need a deep massage. So people who are really deep, who have a lot of this like deep new earth embodiment and light codes, sometimes you're more like a volcano that's building, 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 and you might not feel fully arrived until your 40s or 50s or even 60s. We're talking about like wise woman, wise man archetypes, and just remember, it's all within you. This just takes me right back to connect to the eternity within. These even look similar, even though they're from different decks, like a similar color, similar vibe. And this temple is rising, and you will erupt and come into your fullest expression. All right, so another card from the Secret Destiny deck. I get really excited, and I have to remind myself to breathe because I just get like so excited about doing these, and I just want to say so much. Okay, stillness, beautiful. See, this is like very in sync. We have to be still so that the things can marinate and root. And there's just a lot of water, right? There's a lot of water energy is coming through. So if you can't get in the water, if there's not a stream, a creek, a river, a lake, or an ocean near you, sacred baths. Get the Epsom salts, put rose petals, like get bath stuff and make sacred ritual baths where you are imagining the water is holy, it's cleansing, it's blessing, it's releasing, it's transmuting, all of it. There's lots of ways to do that. Okay, thriving. Yep. This is a blessing for you. This is just a little nudge that just take that next step. Just put the foot out there. Trust that you will be met by sacred earth because you are in an energy of thriving. You just need to shift your energy, your embodiment, and your frequency into alignment. See, people get on about this manifesting stuff, and I mean, it's great. I don't mean like manifesting stuff, but a lot of times there's a lot of spiritual bypassing. And oh, if I just focus on positive love and light, I'll get what I want. No, it's alignment. You like if you're harboring something really, sticky, you got to transmute that. You've got to cleanse and clear that. You got to do the shadow work. And if you don't know how to do that, I do private sessions, so reach out because I would love to help you. Okay, so we're gonna pick a final card. I was just gifted this, and I love this deck. Oh, I just got it a few days ago from someone who took our yoga teacher trainings and came down and did some private sessions, and I am just loving this deck. So we're going to choose one final card. I just threw that on the ground. This is how this works, you guys. Okay, I've used this deck 3 times. So there's 44 cards in this deck, and I've also been told by the Galactic Councils of Light that there are approximately 44 sacred sites around the earth that need to be reactivated, that have been waiting for 12,000 years, like the Egyptian pyramids or one of them, going to Glastonbury, England, all kinds of things. These ancient sites are like, on the earth grid in these like power centers, and we need to go back and activate them. There's soul groups that like literally sung codes into the pyramids, and we did all these things, and these sites have been dormant, waiting for over 12,000 years. It happened when Atlantis and Lemuria fell. Some of us knew what was coming. We saw the cataclysms coming, so we prepared, and then distortion entered Earth. It's why we have things like evil here, but it's not meant to be here. So we're returning and we're activating these light codes, and I've been doing it over hundreds of Earth lives. I've been here over and over and over, and most of the time I get killed, poisoned, persecuted, burned. Not this life, and you are part of it. But what I'm getting at is there's like 44 cards in that deck. There's approximately 44 sites that need to be activated. So timelines are fluid. Sometimes timelines collapse, so that's why it's not exact. But I have used this deck 3 times, and every single time this card has come out. Possibility. And how beautiful is it? It looks, again, this looks like the World card. It looks like the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot deck. And not only does it say possibility, it says vast potential and new life live within you. Be curious, how good can it get? So in a world that's yelling and angry about politics and everything that they see wrong in the world, do you dare to dream and create a life so beautiful of just pure love, pure potential, partnership? You're doing work that aligns with your soul missions. You have community that you absolutely love. You see beauty everywhere you go. You feel bliss and joy on a daily basis. This is available to you. This is you. You can do this. And transmute, dig in, go within to the eternity within. What do you have in there in your closet that needs to be cleansed out? What do you have in your mind, in your belief system? What are you harboring in your body that needs to be cleansed, cleared, transmuted, and released? And how do you do that? You do that by getting in water. You do it by intention, through meditation, through movement. I mean, movement is one of the best ways to release stuck, stagnant energy. It's time. It's time to get out of this hiding, because there are miracles and possibility. This is who you are. This is your natural state of being. So, stillness, potential, connect to the eternity within. Remember that thriving is your natural state of being. Earth and ground. Connect to Mother, Father, God. This is so important. Call your soul councils in, your soul family, your ancestors, angels, star beings of light. Remember where your true home is. Your home is anywhere your heart is. When you're connected and tuned into your heart, you have everything that you need. So be grateful. Practice gratitude. Let the flowers bloom. Let yourself rise and radiate so that everything is in perfect balance, harmony, and divinity. And you are remembering the new earth and loving each breath and each moment and each step. Thank you. Have a wonderful July. I will be doing either a new moon or a full moon reading, maybe both, depending on my schedule. Lots more in-person things as well. And if you haven't yet booked a private session with me, they're absolutely wonderful, life-changing, just an invitation. But there's plenty here for you always. And I'm just excited for everything that you're stepping into. I'll see you next time.